This is Wellness Wednesday, bringing you the holistic truth, your free education once a month on Wednesday nights, where we go through our focus at Nutritional Frontiers that we're offering to all our practitioners. And this month is the Shake a Day Club. So I'm very excited because with me today is Joe Messino, the godfather of nutrition. And we're going to be breaking it down. Joe, what is the Shake a Day Club? What's going on?
The Shake a Day Club is something that just kind of grew, from the winter months ending and the new year happening, and everybody trying to detox and clean out a little bit. And of course, Jamie, he loves coming up with these little sayings. So he came up with his Shake a Day Club, even though he was doing shakes a day forever. It's like a new thing.
It was like 157 days he was on.
Yeah, right. But it was all spurred on by the Power Cleanse, the reformulation, the new flavor. Everybody loved it. So it was a perfect time to start, this little club so that everybody could get on board with the Shake a Day, and everybody could get on board with Power Cleanse, and then go on from there. Now, the Shake a Day Club doesn't have to start and end with Power Cleanse. We've got so many options, and that's what we want to go through today. All of those options.
Yeah, so our July focus is all of our shakes, all the protein shakes, and then all of the pro colors. So I'm just going to bring up the flyer for everybody to see. This is our July special and the Shake a Day Club, 20% off a case. So if you order a case as a practitioner, you're going to get a free case of shaker bottles and a free recipe guide, and if it fits, the PEP. Joe, what's our PEP program?
Well, we've got a sampling program that is unmatched in the industry, right? And it enables practitioners to get, when you get a case of something, you get a case of the samples that you can use in any way you choose in your practice. So you can use them. You can have them as a single serving sale item. You can use them as a giveaway. You can use them in your practice. You can have them available for your staff. So it's just a way of sampling everything that we have available for sampling in a multitude of ways.
Yeah, and we have Best Whey packets, we have Super Shake packets, we have Keto packets. So all of these are available. If you buy a case, you get 20% off the case, a free case of shaker bottles, and a free case of samples for the corresponding shake. It's awesome.
That's a briefer.
I know. It's like a triple dipper.
Yeah.
We're triple dipping. But, some people don't want a case of anything. So we are offering 10% off all the shakes and colors and individual items as well. And so this gives a little bit of something for everybody. And I think, Joe, people get caught into how to use these shakes. So we're going to walk through each of these shakes and what makes them unique on their own. But I just want to give a little point of reference. All of these blends, all of these powders can be used for kids, for moms and dads, for patients and clients, and also for athletes. And there's different ways that you can use them and different recipes. And we also offer our recipe guidebook that you'll get, which has some of our staff members' favorite blends. Joe, what's your favorite shake recipe?
Well, I don't know if I'd call it a shake per se, but I do have my Protocino that I love. Using the cafe mocha super shake, of course, and some organic espresso. That's my favorite. But and then right behind that, I'm going to go with our greens. If I don't drink them straight, I'm going to put them in the Best Whey vanilla, because that becomes like a lime creamsicle. Well, it's not lime. It looks like lime, but it's apple cinnamon on the greens, vanilla in the soup in the Best Whey. It's creamy. A lot of people, they get turned off from that green color, that deep green color that's in our Amazing Greens formula. So I just tell them, mix it with a little vanilla protein powder, and it takes that harsh green away, which I happen to like, that deep green. That's like that British racing green you used to see on Jaguars, right? But I like it. But if you don't like it, then you know what? Just mix it with that vanilla either Super Shake or Best Whey, either one. And it gives you a really nice color and a phenomenal flavor. It's like pie a la mode, right? apple pie a la mode if you use the greens with the best Whey vanilla. There you go.
That's really good. Well, let's talk a little bit about the greens since we're on that, and then we'll move into all of the colors and then the shakes. So just so you know, our recommendation is combinations of nutrients. This is a really easy way for your patients and clients to get compliancy, especially if they need more macros, right? More protein, carbs, and fats. If they need more micros, if they need more phytonutrients. You can't eat it all, Joe, right? What was Paulina Petrusevich talking about when she did her functional weight loss program? She said, if you are to take in all of the nutrients that you need every day, you would need 4,500 calories or more every day. I can't eat that much. Well, I probably could, but it wouldn't be healthy. But so we want to take in nutrients, packed goodness without all of the extras, the extra junk or the extra calories that we don't need. And so this is a great way to do it. And, Joe, I think the lean greens are awesome. This is a great powder formulation. It's not only superfood packed, but it's also a cleanser and a detoxifier because of the way that we've structured this formula. So give us a little insight on it.
Originally it was structured as a mild detoxification formula using some major chelating agents. And those are spirulina, chlorella, and barley grass. These are major chelators. And that they will go in, and that word chelate comes from a Greek word, which means to claw. So they're scraping those toxins out of the fat cells, right? Scraping them out so then you can get them out of the body. Let it go through the natural process, through the liver, out through the bladder and bowel. But that's where it all started. And then, of course, we added all the other great green foods in there. And for years, it was the number one best tasting, most liked greens formula in the industry. And then, of course, Jamie said, yeah, well, that's not good enough. So let's make it better. And we did. We made it better by adding this patented research trademark ingredient called Emothein. And now we have a bioavailable form of glutathione right in the greens powder. And we've known for years that glutathione's been very hard to take orally, very hard for the body to assimilate in a supplement form. So we would often just tell people, do the precursors, vitamin C, N-acetylcysteine, get a lot of those in your body, help your body to promote and to produce glutathione. Well, now we have an option, and that's Emothein. So that's what's made this formula, this greens, even better. It was at the top of the heap to begin with. The flavor's the same, it didn't change. There's a little more DMG in it as well, which we know we all have to have on a daily basis. So it has become, it's my favorite of the four colors. And in many days, I just drink my greens, Tracy, just drink my greens.
Well, it was Leanna Warner Gray who cured herself of cancer. It said one of her secret weapons was she did a green drink every single day. Right. So, let's be honest, I'm not going to go out and juice my greens every day. That would be optimal, but, I'm a busy mom and a career woman, so it's just not probable in my life. So the greens really work for me. And I honestly,
I was going to say, not only that, you couldn't buy all these greens and eat them, right? I mean, when we say you need 5 to 7 servings of fruits and vegetables on a regular basis, in today's world with the diminished mineral and vitamin content in the soil, you need 10 times that amount to get the nutrient content of 50 years ago. So doing it with the greens powder is a way to compensate for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a superfood. This is a chelator of fat-soluble toxins. This is also a great way to drive in and produce your own glutathione through that patented trademark Emothein, which actually helps the body absorb it 40% more. And, most people are not producing enough glutathione, which is our major antioxidant of the body. And so all of that free radical damage is going in there and creating oxidative stress and aging. So ladies, if you want a way for your skin to look beautiful and glowing, do the lean greens. You won't be sorry. It's such a great formula. So next, let's talk about the Pro Oranges. Yet another great formula. Blood sugar, energy, fitness. I position this for kids as, kid athletes, a good way to replace those crappy Gatorades that people were drinking with all the red dyes and neurotoxins that are actually going to slow your kids' performance down, just so you know. For moms and dads, it's that midday pick-me-up. Instead of grabbing the Snickers, grab the Pro Oranges, right? Because Snickers is not a great choice. And, you know, for the patients and the clients, this is blood sugar.
Right.
And then for the athlete, this is performance and recovery. So, man, this thing can just cover so many different demographic of people
Right.
and do
It
so many
does.
things.
Yeah, it does. And, you know, I think the original Gatorade was kind of orange in color, wasn't it? The original one before
The
they
original
came
one.
out with
Maybe
all the
it was
crap.
either orange or yellow. I can't
Something I
remember.
can, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, the oranges basically, I mean, you have all these great orange and yellow fruits and vegetables in here that, you know, you wouldn't eat on a regular basis. And of course, it has my all-time favorite, you know, orange colored vegetable, or is it a fruit? The kumquat, that's in there. When's the last time you ate a kumquat, Tracy?
Probably never, point never.
Probably never. But you know what? That's the thing with these Pro Colors. You can get all of these great fruits and vegetables you would never, ever go to the store and buy. That's just the baseline, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you mentioned all these great attributes. Well, yeah, it's cellular energy because it has DMG, CoQ10, and it has green coffee bean extract. My favorite
That's a big
ingredient
one.
in this formula is the green coffee bean extract because you get the benefit of the coffee bean,
Mm-hmm.
the caffeic and chlorogenic acids. You get those benefits without the caffeine, without the jitters, without any of the bad stuff. So this is an amazing ingredient in here, and it's what really gives that energy driving potential. And it's cellular energy. There's no crash. It's all
Right.
at the cellular level. So that, to me, that makes it stand out all in and of itself. But it does have a great effect also on keeping blood sugar regulated. And, you know, you got to remember, if you're doing if your exercise levels are high, then you really need to balance insulin and cortisol. And this will help you to do that as well. So,
yeah,
I think it has a wide range of uses. And I know lots of athletes that use it. You can use it during your performance. You can do it after. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just one of those things that's very versatile. And it tastes great. The new flavors.
It does. You know, my kids take this, especially John, when he's playing football, like football season, they're just sweating because we start in August. Can you imagine gearing up in August for football? Like,
it always was that way.
And he wants to be a cool kid, right? He wants to be in the cool kid club. So it's like, if he wants Gatorade, I just take a Gatorade bottle, I put the Pro Oranges in there, shake it up, I put it in the freezer, and I freeze it. So as he's like practicing, it's breaking up and it's like slushy, icy orange drink. You can also combine the colors. You can't really overdo it, you know? So this is a great formula. And like you were saying, so good for blood sugar. And that green tea extract, you know, that's been studied for anti-aging, for antioxidant properties, reducing oxidative stress. That's really what it's about with these colors. It's really about the phytonutrients that help us offset any chronic issues with free radical damage and oxidative stress. And they're so simple. They're just so simple and they taste great. So lean greens, we talked about Pro Oranges. Let's go to the purples because these guys, we haven't talked about the purples too much, but this is a great formula. Focus, skin, circulation. Tell me about this, Joe.
Well, you know, you and I were talking about this on the radio the other day, you know, and it's like, yeah, out of the four, it probably gets the least amount of press.
Yes.
You know, but it really shouldn't because it fits such a niche in the market because, you know, it includes these exotic fruits and berries that, you know, each one of them by itself was the focus of a huge network marketing campaign, you know, over the years. Okay, mangosteen, big network marketing campaign. Goji berries, you know, you can buy those anywhere now, but at one time they were the exotic berry. Acai, that's another one. Most people don't even pronounce it right, but it's acai. And that one again, they used to sell bottles of that on network marketing companies, right?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, it was expensive, and you know, but then it's got all that plus pomegranate, plus beets. Beets are going through the roof right now. They're selling beet root powder all over the place, right? And it does have a great function. But all these deep colored exotic berries, they're deep colored for a reason because they're so high in the polyphenol count that their antioxidant capacity is just through the roof. And this one is positioned as the age fighter originally because it has, in addition to all this, it has a unique brain blend in it as well. that helps with that aging brain, getting those good fats into the brain, alpha GPC, phosphatidylcholine, all these things are in there. L-carnosine, they're in there to help the aging brain.
That's
And let's
awesome.
face it, one of the most telltale signs to premature aging is that memory function, loss of memory, short-term memory, focus, all those things. And this is something that, in a very simple way, in a delicious fruit mix powdered drink, that you can, keep that in line, keep that in check,
Yep.
head it off at the pass. And it's so delicious and deep colored. It looks like a glass of wine. Okay, it really does. But when you mix it, but it's one of those things that, yeah, anti-aging, always a focus, right? You don't use that word. We don't use that word very much anymore. But we need to manage the aging process. Great way to do it is with the Pro Purples.
Yeah, that's great. And also for COVID brain, right? I've seen so many people suffering from loss of taste and smell, memory issues, anxiety, depression.
Yeah.
Purples would be great for that. Just to help the brain function, those synapses reconnect again, help those G-coupled protein receptors. We talked about that on Robert Scott Bell's show. You add a little bit of our full spectrum hemp extract, right, Joe? And you might have a win-win there. So
Absolutely.
Good stuff. But last but certainly not least, and we're going to focus on the colors today. We're going to go through the shakes and just what differentiates them. I think our shakes are very well known. Maybe we'll spend a little bit of time on each one, but I really wanted to highlight the colors today because we haven't talked about these in a long time. And this is something I can probably say that almost every member of our NF team actually takes and does because it's simple. And this is something I recommend for all of my clients. And there's something for everybody. So last but certainly not least is what I would consider the foundation of all of our colors. If you had to pick one that you wanted to kind of cover a whole gamut of things, it would be Pro Reds.
Right.
And this is just such an amazing formula because this is what we position as our free radical fighter. Lots of fruits and vegetables in here. So tell us a little bit about this because this is a great tasting formula as well.
Well, as far as free radical fighter, this is the one out of the 4 that has actually gone through testing and has been measured for its ORAC value. Now, that's ORAC stands for oxygen radical absorbance capacity. And it's a big, long term, but all it really means is what is the capacity to fight free radical damage from the antioxidants that you're ingesting? And we know that antioxidants, that's their job, is to fight free radical, an excess of free radical damage, which probably everybody is suffering from right now. But it has that ORAC value. That value is 5,000. There's an ORAC value of 5,000. That means it's measured, it's substantiated, and it is equal to 5 to 7 servings of fruits and vegetables for the antioxidant content. So it's very specific in that regard. So yeah, it is the baseline. It is the key antioxidant. And, when you think again about, let's address the aging process from a different standpoint. The purples addresses it from the brain. The reds addresses it from maybe the eyes. There's an eye blend in there as well, because another telltale sign of aging is, of course, eyesight, and as it deteriorates over the years, right? So there's a unique eye blend in this formula, along with all the great antioxidants, fruits and vegetables, grapeseed extract. I mean, it's all in there. And, I think that for taste overall, that would appeal to the majority of the population, you got to go with the Pro Reds. Even though I think they're all delicious, but this one, I think, has the greatest mass appeal of all of them.
Yeah, and it mixes well with a lot of the other formulas because you can mix it with the chocolate Best Whey and have raspberry chocolate. You can mix it with the chocolate coconut. Like it just goes, it can cover a multitude of shakes. And like you were saying with your greens into your vanilla Best Whey or your vanilla super shake, my kids like that too. We just call it a Hulk shake, right? So there's ways that you can present it that makes it appealing to kids, and to fit a large variety of people. With adults, I'm less nice. I'm like, yeah, you're an adult, just drink it. It's like you can do it. But for some people, they do have, satiety issues, like they just the texture or whatever. So if you can mix it up, you can blend it in with other things. That usually works really well. And one of my very favorite combinations, and we actually created a kit called Remove Complete, was the Power Cleanse and the Lean Greens.
Right.
I don't know what it was about that pineapple coconut Power Cleanse mixed with that apple cinnamon lean greens, but man, it tastes really good. Yeah, there you go. It's just missing one ingredient. but it tastes delicious. It's not overly sweet either, because I think the lean greens pulls the sweetness down a little bit. So it was like kind of just right. So the Power Cleanse is a great shake by Nutritional Frontiers that has a full macronutrient panel, protein, carbs, and fat, a full micronutrient panel, and then a phase 1 through phase 3 detoxification, which takes fat soluble toxins, converts them to water soluble, and helps them excrete from the body. And when you combine it with that chelator that you were just talking about, those lean greens, it is a win-win. So tell us about the Power Cleanse, Joe.
Power Cleanse is another one of those formulas that over the years, Jamie had his head on this one, and he was like, I got to make a better version of this. I got to make a better version of that. I got to have a good shake that's a detoxifying shake. And, if knowing his background and where he came from, we can see why his focus was always on that. There was some, so-called medical foods out there, right? So he worked on this for years. The base formula, came about a while ago. And, it was okay as far as taste. It was all right. And people would mix it with the keto a little bit, or maybe some of the, pro colors, just to get that flavor just right. And then they, finally refined it into this pineapple coconut flavor that is just delicious in and of itself. But it is a complete food. It is a complete meal. Like you said, macronutrients, micronutrients, detoxification, everything is there. Protein, fiber, fats, carbs, the works. If there is one shake that is a complete meal replacement, it's Power Cleanse. And people can use it by itself, or as you said, mix it with the greens for a little added oomph on the detoxification scale. So it's been and probably the most popular shake that we've ever come out with, because in and of itself,
it's easy.
And the best way, you got a bunch of flavors, and the super shake, you got 6, 8 flavors, you got 3 flavors of keto, but this one flavor is kind of like rising to the top. And I think it's because it's so, biologically active in the body as well. It's not just a protein shake. Right
forms of the ingredients, the right amount of the ingredients, and then nothing else. It's hypoallergenic, it's vegan, soy-free, dairy-free. Like, you can go down the list of allergens that could be potentially inflammatory for some people, and it kind of fits the bill in all of those. So really good stuff. Power Cleanse tastes so good. Make sure that you grab it. You can mix it with any of our pro colors for that extra antioxidant free radical fighter. You can mix it with lean greens for extra cleansing. You can mix it with oranges for extra energy. You can mix it with purples for extra focus. Man, it's just a great powerhouse of a supplement. So we also have some targeted nutrition. If you are vegan, we can use Super Shake, which is a meal replacement. Something like the Power Cleanse, but doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but still follows the same practice. So why don't we go to Super Shake next and talk a little bit about that?
The key to Super Shake, it's, obviously, as we say right on the label, it's non-GMO, it's vegan. But we combine 3 different vegetable sources of protein so that we can get a complete amino acid profile. So that's one thing to take away from this. If you see a vegetable protein out there and it's only one source, you're not going to get a complete amino acid profile, because it just doesn't exist in a single vegetable. But you can combine vegetables and then produce a complete amino acid profile.
And why is that important, Joe, to have a complete amino acid profile? Because some people may not understand
exactly what's going on in the body. You need different amino acids for different building blocks of the proteins that we have in our body. They all have, they work together, but they have similar and different uses in the body. So you got to have that. It's like mimicking a complete diet, Tracy, right? If you eat a complete earth-based diet like yours, then you get a complete amino acid profile. You shouldn't limit yourself. But then on top of that, you got the Jamieism. Let's fight flavor fatigue. Right? I mean, years ago, all you had was
chocolate and vanilla. They're terrible. That was the worst.
Once in a while, right? But chocolate and vanilla. So now there are, I guess it's up to 8 flavors. I can't keep track of all the flavors of Super Shake, but there's something there for everybody. You'll never suffer from flavor fatigue when it comes to Super Shake. Of course, all the originals are there. You got chocolate, you got vanilla, you got strawberry banana, Okay, so a little twist on strawberry, and probably when you do a taste test with all of these, that's probably the most popular, the strawberry
Hmm.
banana. It is delicious. But then you've got also chocolate coconut. You got cafe mocha.
That one's good.
And
I
we
like the cafe mocha.
Yeah, cafe mocha is still my favorite because I
Hmm.
can, I can make my protocino with it. But we also have the naked super shake, right? Some people just
Right.
don't want any flavor whatsoever. Maybe they want to use it to make pancakes, or
Hmm.
bake with it. You can do that. So you
Yeah,
can use
that's
the
such a
naked.
great thing too, Joe. That's in our recipe guide. So there's
Yeah,
lots of recipes for pancakes and
right.
protein bites and waffles. And man, there's just something for everybody. So
Mhm.
you can find that at Nutritional Frontiers / you go to programs and you can download that recipe guide. It's right on there and it has all of our team members' favorite favorites. Lots of unique things in there too. So really good stuff. So
Mhm.
let's jump to the best way, because I think now we're going to get into people that want more protein in their diet. So tell us a little bit about this. Again, no flavor fatigue,
No.
7 different flavors of best whey protein. But what's the difference between super shake and best whey, and what are some of the unique features of this formula?
This was the original. The original protein powder that we came out with at Nutritional Frontiers was the best way. And it comes from, it's from an animal source. It's obviously whey protein, but it comes
Hmm.
from grass-fed cows. So we know it's clean. We got to start with a good, clean source. And we start with grass-fed cows. So the whey protein comes from grass-fed cows. Now, there's another stipulation that's very important when you see whey protein. You want to make sure you look for, is it a protein isolate or a protein concentrate? And this is very important because an isolate, if it's a complete protein isolate all by itself, then there's going to be a lot of denaturing going on, a lot of heat involved. Yeah, I mean, when they do it, a lot of these old bodybuilding proteins, they use isolates. Why? You
Yeah,
can get more protein per gram, right?
right.
But it's not as clean. When you want clean, you want to concentrate. It's undenatured, closest to its natural form. It's
Mm.
also pre-digested. So, people that have a problem with whey in general or with dairy in general can normally use the best whey and not have any of those issues occur with them. So,
Now, is it lactose free? I get that question a lot.
yeah, well, look, it is lactose free, but it's still from a cow.
Sure.
So if they're very, very sensitive, okay, maybe you might feel a little bit. I know there's one or two people I've known over the years that would rather have the super shake. Okay, that's fine. For the most part, though, people that are lactose intolerant can still
Right.
take the
That's what I
best.
found too, Joe, is that a lot of my clients can use the best whey. And they're so happy about it because they've been looking for a protein shake. And for some reason in their mind, they think they want the best whey. They want something that
Yeah,
is, a whey-based protein.
right,
Although super shake does the job too. But they may not want the carbs,
right.
right? But they want the protein. So it's important that we offer multiple things that people can use. And that's what we did. So we have the Power Cleanse, the super shake, the best whey. And again, not saving the best for last, but this guy, I mean, is creamy and delicious. We have the Neato Keto or Net Zero Keto, which, however you want to say it, tomato. But this is our keto formula that offers a little bit more fat in the right forms and nothing else. So also the bovine collagen, the MCT. So Joe, tell us about this formula because man, this does taste really good.
We're filling a niche here with this one. The keto craze has been around for a long time now, and it's important because we do need good fat. I mean, people have been neglecting their fat intake and not understanding the difference between good and bad fat over the years. Well,
Mm-hmm.
the good fat comes from this medium chain triglycerides, MCT oil, and that's what's in the keto shake. It's 15 grams of fat, but it's from medium chain triglycerides from coconut oil. So it's good fat. It's fat your body will use immediately. It'll use it for energy and it's absorbed immediately into the body. And we combine it with, again, like you said, just 10 grams. It's a lower protein count, but 10 grams of protein from collagen. From
Yes.
collagen. That's what's making the difference. And it's what sets this one really aside.
Yeah, so great. So, guys, just so you know, this is our July focus. It's the Shake a Day Club. We are accepting new members all the time, and we'd like to see how you shake up your health. So if you do participate in our Shake of the Day Club, you want to send us a picture, a selfie. If you want to post and tag Nutritional Frontiers on your favorite combination of shakes, we will like it, we will share it, and we'll give you some free promotion on our page for your company, for your clients, however you want to shake up your health this month. So guys, we really appreciate you being here. Is that what you're drinking? Reds and oranges combined? Yeah, I remember Candace used to just do them all at once.
I know.
So if you're a healthcare practitioner and you haven't established a wholesale account with us, please do so. We would love to have you. We offer so much education. And actually this month coming up on July 29th is our professional training event, Diabesity, the Perfect Storm with Dr. Richard Silva and Paulina Petrusevich. They are coming in from Florida to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for a live event. We are almost sold out. So if you're interested in joining us, go to Nutritional Frontiers events tab, sign up for this. It is one ticket price for your whole office. If you can't make it to the Pittsburgh area, we do offer a live stream option and a playback recording. So guys, get signed up, because learning from healthcare professionals in the field how to use these formulas with success, there's nothing like it. And these two are powerhouses. They are just amazing practitioners.
I'm looking forward to it. I think, and if we do sell out in actual live seating, you can always get the live stream or the playback, right? So it's never completely sold out, only to be there in person. But
in person is the best. You get to meet the team. You get to try everything. We have samples. We have the colors. We have the shakes. Right. We have Kim's famous protein bites. Like, all the things are there. And we love to get together and network with like-minded people. So guys, shake up your health this month. Join the Shake a Day Club, and we'll look forward to how you shake it up. Send us all of your good Facebook posts and Instagram messages. We'd love to see it. Show us your shake, guys. And we'll see you next month. Hey, Joe, thank you for being here today.
Thanks, Tracy.
All right, guys.
See ya. Live long and prosper, everybody.
God bless.